Now, under normal circumstances, Abia State in the southeast would seem to be a million miles away from the machinations of Nigerian politicians jockeying for jobs. But the mercurial governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has brought the politics of the state center stage in his efforts to ensure that the incumbent senator for Abia South, Engineer Abaribe, loses his senatorial seat to the Wike-endorsed Okereke Ibazu, current governor of Abia State. It's a remarkable footnote, even in an era of divisive politics, when politicians regularly scuffle and throw punches at each other. But it's also the kind of politics that, if the allegation is true, underscores how it's all a game here in Nigeria, in which you either play or get played. And Wike seems to be the one getting played. In a bruising broadside at a rally in Abia State, Mr. Wike launched into a barbed public attack on Senator Abaribe. Barbed because he didn't mention Mr. Abaribe by name, but rather identified him as the senator from Obingwa. Whilst calling on the people of Abia not to vote for Senator Abaribe again, Mr. Wike said he lacked credibility and integrity, alleging that Mr. Abaribe collected money from the PDP as compensation for dropping out of the race, but just 3 days later dumped the party to pick the ticket of its rival, APGA. Take a listen.
I'm aware because some people didn't get tickets in one of the senatorial districts. They went and collected form. Let me tell you, today we commissioned a road in Obingwa local government. And I'm sure that person is from Obingwa local government. I don't want to tell you what I did. He promised me that he will not leave PDP. And I called the governor. Please. The brother said he's not going to leave PDP. And I said, what do we do? He said he needs some money. We gave him the money today. 3 days time, he left PDP. Do they have integrity? Or with integrity? Can you vote for such a person? Can he represent us?
That's Nyesom Wike there. Well, so clearly no endorsements for Senator Abaribe there. So how much of a raw nerve has this very public accusation hit? And how true is it? Well, to get his side of the story, I'm joined now on the line from Abia State by Senator Engineer Abaribe. Senator, thank you very much indeed for joining us. You had a long day today, so we appreciate the fact that you were able to make it to join us. So your reaction to that broadside from Governor Nyesom Wike, are you convinced that he was referring to you because he didn't mention your name?
Well, Charles, sometimes, in Igbo language, there's an adage that says that gara for okay. Yeah, in other words, hyperactivity. When you overdo it, it might be leading you to insanity. So let's just look at all the things that went on there. Governor Wike, a member of the bar, I think he's now a life venture, who is the governor of a state, comes out in public and says he attempted to bribe this man. For what reason? He said, oh, not to leave PDP. How could he bribe me not to leave PDP? At what point? Now, he wants to do campaign for my opponent. That is the governor of the state, Governor
Okay, I think we temporarily lost you there, Senator Abaribe, just as it was getting interesting. This is the challenge sometimes with hooking up with an internet system, but I wonder if he's back in the fray now, because I mean the line seemed quite good when we were starting. But if you can hear me, Governor, Senator Abaribe, do stand by. Yeah, can you please start from where you start? I can see you that you're back in, but that's the problem with the internet where you are, and I was very concerned about this, but because of the importance of this story, we decided to go ahead with it. So please take it from where you stopped, which is, we stopped hearing you where you were talking about Governor Ibazu.
Fine. I said Governor Chibuzo is my opponent in the senatorial race. And Governor Wike comes to campaign for him. Of course, we will talk about the other issues. And then Governor Wike talks about giving me money. No, he did not give me any money. And I don't remember any time I sat with Governor Wike to discuss anything concerning living or not living PDP. Now let's talk about Governor Wike and integrity. He talks about that I lack integrity. No problem, that is his opinion. But I was the minority leader of the Senate and the leader of the PDP in the National Assembly. And I resigned my position because I was disgusted with what was going on in PDP. And I decided that I will not stay there because I needed to prove that I can win election outside. Now, Governor Wike is so bothered that he lost the presidential primaries. And all along he has been running all over, impugning everybody's character, trying to drag down his own party. Yet he says, I am in PDP and you're dragging PDP down every day. Between me and Governor Wike, who has integrity? I decided to step aside. Peter Obi walked away, just like me. Every one of us who now felt that we were not happy with what went on in PDP walked away. Why did Governor Wike, with all the grouse he has, walk away from PDP? Rather, he wants to stay inside PDP and destroy the party, who now has integrity between me and him. And he turns around and tells the world that he attempted to bribe me, a live venture, confessing that he attempted to bribe somebody else. Is that not against the, I will say, the ethics of his profession, of which he is a live venture? So, people have always left Wike. He's gone around, he insults somebody, he will say this tomorrow, he will talk about this, he will call the person back, he will apologize to him. So, nobody takes him serious with all these things that he's saying. I have my character and Nigerians know my character. If I was somebody that could be bought, I could have been bought a long time ago in this APC government. But I rejected everything, just like I rejected whatever blandishments that they were sending my way, and walked out to prove that it is possible for you to live without being inside a system and destroying that system. So people can be, look at him and say, oh, he's governor, and nobody wants to say anything. It's not me. Oh. I have fought governors. I have fought presidents. I have fought everybody. And I have done one thing that everybody knows. My ethics are very proper and correct. So when Wike wants to come and do campaign for a sinking governor who has done nothing for his state, let him come and face the issues. Let him not come here to come and impugn another person's character, because there will be life after government house. In 7 months or 8 months, he's out of that government house. He cannot use the fact that he has immunity and be insulting everybody that he sees.
Okay, let me come in there, Senator Abaribe. I think you've made the point very clear, and I just need to be sure that we're on the same page. You made it clear that you did not have any discussion with Nyesom Wike about your leaving the PDP, and that you did not collect any money from him or the PDP, because obviously if you did, he would be right in thinking that you scammed him and the PDP, but you're saying that you clearly didn't. So let me ask you this. Tell us more about your decision to leave the PDP for APGA. I mean, are you still convinced that that was the right decision?
Charles, this is the best decision I took. I am in the right party in Igbo land. I have come to the Igbo party. I have come to the party that people around here work with. People trust. And people have always told me that this is the right place for you to be. And I wanted to prove a point. And that point is that if I feel that I can no longer work within the PDP because of the way I saw they are doing their own thing, I walk away and go and show that people are those who put me in office, not a rubric of a party. So if Governor Wike and his gang of comedians who are running around from state to state feel that they are aggrieved with PDP, let them walk away and go and test that their popularity outside. That is what you do as a man. That is what you do as somebody who has integrity. You cannot sit out there, sit inside the party and the mountain integrity, and at the same time, you're inside that same party and you're claiming your PDP. How can you claim your PDP? You come to Umuahia and claim that you're giving flag to a governorship candidate and all the people in Umuahia, and you're not the party chairman. Is Wike the party chairman of PDP? You undermine your party. What else do you say for somebody who does not have integrity, that you sit inside somewhere and you undermine the place? If you have respect for yourself, and if you have that, you feel that you are purely, walk away and do what I have done, do what Peter B has done. Come out and now show us that your power, that your whatever you say you are outside.
Now, Senator, some might say that you have not been entirely fair to the PDP, because I mean, you're criticizing the party, which you're entitled to do, but I mean, you rose through the political ranks using the platform of the PDP. You were elected a senator on the platform of the PDP. You've been a leader of the PDP, as you said, in the National Assembly, and you didn't find anything wrong with the party in all those years. But when you wanted something else and you didn't get it, that's some are suggesting that that's when you decided to leave, and then you suddenly woke up to the fact that APGA is the right party that you should have been in all along.
Charles, what you're saying is not correct. Yes, I was in the PDP. Yes, I rose in the ranks of PDP, but I also sacrificed for PDP. By 2015, at the time that PDP was going down, at the time that nobody can talk about the party, I was the person who stood on the floor and kept PDP alive. Secondus is there, you can find out from him. And I went to DSS detention because of PDP. And at the end of the day, I parted ways. And I'm saying this sincerely. who is the person who has integrity? Is it the person who parts ways and goes to test his luck somewhere else? Or is he the person who stays inside the party and destroys the party from inside? Who has integrity? And so when they talk about this, Charles, nobody did not stand.
Yeah, go on. We lost you. We lost you briefly there.
So I'm saying, Charles, that nobody can say that I did not pay my dues. But I represent a people. I represent Abia South Senatorial District. And at the time that I was having a difference with the party, get this, Charles, and let Nigerians know, I was not the state. I was running for governor of Abia. And when PDP played, whatever happened within that period, and I saw that there was no way forward, I had to sit with the same constituents that I represent today, talk with them, and get their views. And the general view was, we need you in Abuja. We don't need people who will be houseboys to other people. And so, Governor Wike comes to Abia and wants to turn Abia into his vassal state, wants Abia to be attached to him. So he determines from Rivers State what is going to happen in Abia. And every day he clicks his finger. The governor of Abia, who is supposed to be focused on Abia, will follow him and be gallivanting everywhere. And so today we come into the city and people will talk to me and say, why is your governor running around following another governor, leaving his state and doing the job he's supposed to do? That is why I said, maybe Wike thought that I'm of that ilk that he will talk to. And I will be looking at his face and then I become a choir master for him. Well, I'm not a governor. He has his gang of 5, who they call Ashebi people. Maybe they're G something. Now, I'm senator. So did you want me to come and form S14 or S15 for him? This is totally ridiculous. So when I sit down here and I'm looking at, I'm going around the whole state here. The whole place is in a mess. And somebody is telling me that, oh, I don't have integrity. Well, Wike is a lawyer, is a life venture. Maybe in law, the definition of integrity is different than the one that I know. Okay. But the integrity I know is somebody whose word can be taken.
Well, let me come.
Stay
right.
Your part integrity. He doesn't have it.
Well, let me come in there, Senator Abaribe, because I'm wondering, listening to you there, how much 2023 will now test your popularity against Okezie Ikpeazu in that election. I mean, because the governor has the power of incumbency, and additionally, he's being endorsed by, let's face it, however we disagree or you disagree, he's endorsed by, somebody quite powerful and is known to be a kingmaker.
Okay, Wike, let's talk about 2023. 2023, as far as the people of Abia South are concerned, is over. That is why he had to go to look for another governor to come to endorse him. If he's an incumbent, like you say, and has everything here, why does he need another person? I haven't gone to go and bring another person to come and endorse me here. I've been here on my own. And no. Like I said, I've been here on my own talking to people on the street. And the people of Abia South will make that decision. Governor Wike can be a kingmaker in Rivers State, not in Abia State. He will come here to come. Who is he going to talk to here? Is he going to be here on the day of election? So when they say all these things, we just look at them and we don't understand why somebody will think that somebody in another state will come to do what? Is it to come to the people in Aba? Is it to come to people in Amamong? Is it to come to people in Obingwaya? Or talk to people in Ogunabo? Or talk to people in Okwa East or Okwa West? They are going to look at him and bear in mind, Governor Okereke is not the incumbent. For the seat of the Senate, I am the incumbent. He is the person trying to come to the Senate. He is incumbent governor. I give him that. I respect him for that. I speak with him on that. If there's anything that concerns the state that I think I need to talk to him, I will do so. But on the matter of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for Abia South Senatorial District, Charles, take it from me.
Well,
election is already over.
Can I say this though, Senator Abaribe? I've heard a lot of people and read a lot of people, fairly prominent people, who seem to be calling for you to step down. Some have suggested that because of your non-conciliatory style of politics, which they see as quite confrontational, that you've failed to attract federal projects to that senatorial zone in particular, and Abia State in general, and that perhaps you should give way and allow someone else to give it a shot. I mean, what's your reaction to that?
My reaction is very simple. The matter of federal presence or not is not just for Abia. It is in the whole Southeast. And we have to shout. The late Okadibo said, if they don't agree, shout. If you don't shout, they will never listen. So I shouted at Nigeria. You are treating us as a second-class citizen. And that is why I am elected. It may become elected.
Okay, I think you
got me again. I said, very simple, Charles. I said, I was elected by the people of Abia South to go and fight for their rights. In getting there, I found that if it's not just Abia South, it's the whole of the Southeast. We have been marginalized. We have been treated like second-class citizens. We have been treated abominably by the federal government. And you want me to go there and carry their bag and be their errand boy? How would that bring anything to us? So what belongs to me, I will get it through being an errand boy. I'm not going to do that. And the people of Abia South don't want somebody of that nature.
Let me just come in again, Senator Abaribe, and I have to say that we got most of what you're saying. Your internet sometimes broke up, but we got pretty much most of it, so not to worry, everybody heard what you had to say. But beyond this altercation between yourself and Governor Wike, how treacherous and turbulent are the political waters in Nigeria at the moment as you assess the campaign so far?
Well, it's very, very turbulent. You can see it happening. You can see at every point, all manners of things are going on. Nobody even knows the legacy parties that we used to have, PDP and APC, they're not even sure of winning election. So what does that tell you? It tells you that it ought to be turbulent, but there is a silver lining. That silver lining is the passage of the Electoral Act that has brought transmission of results instantaneously. So nobody is going to go behind to write results for another person. Now that every vote will count, you are going to see offsets in the electoral system that we never envisaged. And we want it to be so, because if we don't disrupt this system that has brought us to where we are today, we will never make progress as a nation. We can't continue to do the same old thing and feel that we're going to get different results. So we must have to do something different. And I feel that the Electoral Act and the INEC introduction of the use of beavers and other technologies is going to assist Nigerians to make sure that their votes count.
Okay, Senator Abaribe, I want to thank you very much indeed. I'd love to keep talking to you, but we're just very nervous about the internet where you are, because you're in your village. I mean, it's held up very well so far, but we don't want to take any more chances with it. Thank you very much indeed for talking with us. And Senator Enyin Abaribe was talking to me there from Abia State, and he is, of course, the senator representing Abia South.